practice facility. It's really nice. I think he's going to like it here.
Well, CD also coach of the Bahamas Olympic team as well. Just a great guy, great coach. He is going to be missed.
You got to watch the middle. Claxton's in there.
Michael Porter Jr. out of the corner. That's what he does. Dropping in at 3.
All season, over 40%.
Terrence Mann gets the first opportunity on Steph. They double team him. Quentin Post, he opened yesterday with 2 made threes. Opens tonight. Who was the #1 pick, taken 8th out of BYU. And the Omen dropping in at 3.
He's been starting since November 7th. His role has gotten bigger. Obviously Cam Thomas, but all their bench guys are playing so well together. They got into the paint so much that game.
3 6'10" guys in the back of that zone look. And Moody with a corner 3.
Again, the Warriors broke the paint, make the defense react, kick it out. Staying in the zone.
MPJ getting all he can eat here and already has hit 2 threes. 6'5", 6'8", and 3 guys 6'10" or taller in the starting 5. Dioman out of the corner, so corner 3s bedeviling the Dubs right now. No free throws, but offsetting tees. That pass thrown away. And that lob, big to big. Cloudy to Claxton. Creating a little space. Cloudy's going to run off the miss, and Porter's going to be the beneficiary. So, a very ugly beginning that kind of continues the end in Toronto. And it takes away Steph's layup. The Omen missing for 3. GP2 running back. You're going to have to use speed as Gary finishes there because you're smaller and quicker. Bat it to an open spot and run the other way. Not be able to secure it cleanly. Gary for 3 out of the corner. 8th pick in the draft, Yeoman, Claxton, and Clowney up front.
This is like a box and 1 they're running.
And Clowney dropping in 3. I mean, shot clock at 3. GP2 misfiring. Yeoman, how confident is that? I mean, this guy's a 35% three-point shooter. Listen. Jemski breaks the paint. DeSantos move without the ball. Trace inside, getting big and ducking it down.
That's the force you have to bring.
Brandon Pajemski floating that up and in.
Warriors are trying to bring their pressure, bring in your bench to change things along with Jimmy Butler.
Thomas sent away, and Trace didn't block it out of bounds. He blocked it to the corner.
Last game for them.
They're trying to feed Thomas now. Shot clock at 5. And step back on the way, and that's what he does.
Too, so it's so tough to bother him, especially if he's stepping back.
Steph 3, and Wolf just got baptized. Lennon mentioned it. You get the smell of winning like Brooklyn. You win 7 out of 10. You're the youngest team in the league. You start to build confidence, and look out when Cam
rest with his balance off of those. His momentum is taking him backwards. It doesn't matter.
Porter Jr. and Draymond coming to double, and then Claxton down the lane. He was inserted into the starting lineup, played 34 minutes against Minnesota. And it's a little tic-tac-toe to Trace, but Yeoman out of Porter. You got to slow Porter down because right now he had the dunk, he had the 3, he has the bank shot.
I literally said he can win this. He has bounce.
He said it was going to be tough to win.
No, at first I said that, then I changed.
Yeoman hits the 3rd. Working on man, and that pass, a little hot to handle. Trace got it back. 2 to shoot. TJD inside. Jimmy Butler had it knocked away, got it back with a great hands there. And Spencer in amongst the trees, and Claxton took that out. Explain, dissipate, boom, keep it moving. That was really good interaction.
We got to bring back the human element as Claxton set a screen.
7 to shoot. Claxton going to face up and work on Draymond, forcing him into an awkward shot. He flipped it in, got the rim. He has 4 made threes, but right back to Dioman, and another opportunity. Misses both. And Michael Porter Jr., he does not usually miss those, but Butler contested it, and it went in anyway.
You got to keep playing.
Curry, sidestep. He'll trade 3 anyway.
Some length. That's a pretty good matchup.
Danny Wolf trying to stay with Steph. Down the lane, crushed. Floats it up and in. Trace on the kick out. Warriors are in the bonus, so any kind of drive, any kind of contact. Curry, three! He's got 20!
Get Michael Porter Jr. inside, so they recover.
A double step there, and that's the dangerous pass. Porter Jr. gets the freebie.
With his verticality.
Did. The three on the way. Brooklyn. Team from the three-point line, but the Warriors points in the paint, 40 tonight. The rolling Day'Ron Sharpe floating it home. I like Pat Spencer and Jimmy Butler playing together.
I do too.
It's a great tandem. Traore for three. And then this is Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. There's Pat and Jimmy working together again for another layup.
You know what? They love him for it. It's his superpower.
Shot clock at 7. Butler sheds Wolf, hits the mid-range, and draws another foul.
Maybe a box and one with Buddy Hield on Cam Thomas.
Traore had hit 1-3, make it 2. Curry springs free. Steph for 3. He's got 23.
Draymond was yelling, boom, after that one, because you want to stay away from the long skip pass. That's what they tried yesterday at times. That got picked. There's
the double. They kick out to Richard for 3, and the Warriors dice it up. Minutes here in the fourth. Steph only had to play 12 minutes in the first half. Clowney for 3. And Brooklyn's been out for a year.
Can you keep this from being a clutch game? That was not a bad look you just had.
Demski's on the deck. He got hit. Yegor's got 6 threes. Grace came to bail out Jimmy on the inbound. Shot clock down to 5. Demski high arcing 3, and the Warriors needed that. Brandon with
switching.
Jimmy Butler, shot clock at 5. Melton in the corner. Melton fading, firing, floats it home. DJD gonna set that screen. Demski couldn't pull. Richard moved without the ball, and Will Richard. Melton scores.
Have made the paint their friends this game.
Richard knocked it away. Richard diving on the deck. Yegor's got it. They're trying to tie him up. Still no whistle. Richard took it away. TJD the freebie.
He cuffed it home.
Energy level. The ball denial. Yegor Doman putting it up and out and guided home. And Melton breaking the paint. Lob to TJD, inhaled by Claxton. What a play by Nick Claxton. Read that perfectly. Drake Powell for 3. And then Claxton's doing everything, and Steve Kerr's got to take a timeout. Steph, the shot blocker, Claxton. In, out, up, contact, and he put it in.
They're going to give it to him?
Is he in the act of shooting?
Is he in the act of shooting?
Michael Porter Jr. to Claxton on the roll. Melton's there to knock it away. Melton nearly tied him up. Yegor 3, good. 2-possession game. 100 seconds of crunch time. Butler on the baseline. Draymond the decision maker. Drop it off inside. Will Richard at 5. Will Richard attacking. Putting it up as Draymond in a foul. 2-possession game, but they would both have to be 3s. Yegor blocked. Butler ahead. Melton catching. Touchdown!
I mean, he just kept coming. He knows Yegor's going up. He's the hot man. As soon as Jimmy Butler got it, he just threw it out. Got another steal.
Will Richard with a steal. It's the Warriors creating turnovers and scoring.
Those Warriors can handle the pressure. They withstood it in their first quarter.
Yeah, Will's going to shoot that because they don't want a turnover, and he's going to be fouled. Well, they don't want turnovers.
Draymond was screaming at him, you have to shoot it. We don't want a turnover. Terrence Mann didn't like it. I hate this unwritten rule stuff. Like, if you don't want to...
It's fine. They're having a good conversation in big court about it. So the Warriors are going to get the win. They cool off Brooklyn just a little bit. They execute in the fourth, and that 4-point lead ends up being a 13-point victory for the Warriors. I don't want to say it's one that they had to have, but I'm glad, and they were glad, that on the back end of a back-to-back, they could come back and put the taste of Toronto in the rear view.